So these are Pirelli winter carving ices, I think. I've been using this car as a winter car for 8 years now. And the reason I think this is awesome is that I love driving little Hondas, but the salt just murders them. They just get murdered. They just turn to dust, and then everything becomes hard to work on. This is an aluminum chassis, and it will never corrode. And now I know there's going to be some internet haters that are like, oh, actually, aluminum does okay, fine. You know what? Yes, it corrodes, but it corrodes like 100 times slower than steel. If you can find me a corroded Honda Insight, I will PayPal you $10, but I bet you can't. So actually, you know what? If this is going to be on the internet forever, maybe I will have to pay someone $10. But with the inflation rate, that'll probably be like nothing in the future, so I guess I'm fine with it. The advantage of this thing in the winter is that, yeah, it's never going to rot out. I have almost 300,000 miles on this car now, and it runs awesome. Everything works. So if you're looking for like a winter beater, I don't know if they get much better than this. And with some real aggressive snow tires on it, it actually handles the snow pretty well, with one exception. The rear wheels have a narrower track than the front wheels. And what that means is that if you hit deeper, like I would say above 4 inches, heavy snow at speed, what's going to happen is your two front wheels are going to make two paths in the snow, and then your back wheels, because they're narrower, it's going to try to go in one or the other. So as long as you're aware of that, it's fine, but it can be dangerous in the right conditions.
You need to do an Ask Me How I Know.
Yeah. So what happened to me is I was cruising along at 60 miles an hour or so on a country back road. There was not a drop of snow on the road, and I came over a hill, and there was a drift of snow that had drifted over the road, probably 4 or 5 inches tall, and it was pretty heavy snow. Then I hit it, and the back end stepped out, so I corrected, and then it stepped into the other one, and I corrected again. I probably wiggled 4 or 5 times before I went into the ditch and took out a mailbox. Car's no worse for wear. Kind of surprised that it went through a 4x4 with no damage, but you know, that's the way it worked out. But yeah, other than that, awesome little winter car. So if you're looking for something that you can drive in winter pretty much for the rest of your life, this is it. I mean, other than the fuel lines and the brake lines, which I spray down with wax oil or Bow Shield every season, I don't really know what's going to go wrong. So yeah. For the rear spats, the fasteners are pretty weird. I lost one, so I bought some on eBay that are supposedly, you can use these with your fingers. I think it's easier just to use a pair of pliers, personally. But I guess, theoretically, you could use your fingers to turn those things. You just grab this, go like that. There you go. Pretty easy. One other thing I can talk about quickly is Honda Insights are fairly unique in the fact that they have aluminum rear drums, which makes this the lightest bolt-on brake upgrade you can get for an EF Civic. So if you ever see one of these in the junkyard, grab the drums. Also, they're NLA, so you can't even get them anywhere. Also, I feel like this car gets a lot of hate for its aesthetics. People are like, that car's ugly. And I feel like a lot of that hate is because of these wheel covers. And, I mean, I get it. It doesn't look like a track car, but it's kind of cool in my eyes. To me, these things make them look kind of Blade Runner / the future that never happened. These wheel spats have been really easy to live with. They're easy to take on and off, and they reduce the drag of your car pretty significantly. And I don't understand why more cars don't have these things. And if you can get better gas mileage with a cheap piece of plastic, why not? Fuck, I'm surprised we're not putting wheel spats on cars right now.
Figure it out.
Winter mode, all set. All right, thanks for watching. Cheers, guys.